Okay, so we have something new from Nine Locks that I'm going to look at. We got two things new from Nine Locks here in Nova Scotia that I'm going to look at tonight. And the first one is the Wiener Lager from Nine Locks. It's not showing up on there. Is that going to focus? I don't know if this camera does this or not. Using a different camera. Who knows? But as you can see, the character, this is actually, we'll get into this. Some people might recognize the character on the actual can here. But first, this is done in the style of a Vienna Lager, which interested me because I haven't had a Vienna Lager in quite some time, which generally is German style lager, but a little bit more malty, generally a little bit darker, maybe toasty, bready, etc., etc. And it can still come back up with that sort of spice component that the sort of noble hops will give in general German beers and Euro beers. But yes, this Nine Locks Wiener Lager is our take on the traditional Vienna Lager, also known as the Wiener Lager. Okay, yeah, you didn't have to say that twice. This amber lager originates from Austria, and so yeah, it goes through stuff, things, tasting notes that I don't need. 22 IBUs, 5.2% alcohol by volume. And so this little character here, like I was saying, might be familiar to especially Canadian viewers of this. And I'm going to share a little cartoon from the Film Board of Canada that I think a lot of people, both in my age range and probably still younger, I think this still plays once in a while. Definitely people older than me would be familiar with. So we're gonna do that right now. Hmm. Mm. There we go. They changed things a little bit in StreamYard here.
If you ask any girl from the parish around what pleases her most from her head to her toes, she'll say, I'm not sure that it's business of yours, but I do like to waltz with a log driver, for he goes burling down and down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down and down white water. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. When the drive's nearly over, I like to go down and...
All right, that's all you need to see. You get the idea. Don't want to play the whole 3-minute video in a beer review. I might waste a lot of time in my reviews, but I'm not going to waste my time like that. So let's pour this out and see what we think of it. All right, that's definitely in the color range. It looks a little darker and more like amberish on the camera. It's kind of in real life, like right up person, it's up front. It's sort of a very kind of dull brass copperish kind of color, which definitely puts it within the sort of range of a Vienna Lager. Definitely, a little, maybe a tad bit on the lighter side of that range, but still in the range. Nice head going there too as well. So we'll give it a little whiff on the nose and see what we think. Yeah. All right, that smells good. Very malt forward, which is generally what a Vienna lager is like. Mm. Kind of slightly grain, a little bit of a caramel maltiness there, bready, bread and bread crust kind of combo, and then there's like a little bit of a grassy herbal component coming through as well that I suspect is where the hops are coming into play here. Smells really good. Smells definitely a different side of the scale compared to like what I've been doing a lot lately with like, hey, new Pilsner. I'm going to try new Pilsner. Definitely, it's definitely on a different part of the scale than Pilsners generally are on, which they're much more hop forward. All right, smells good. We'll go right to the taste. Cheers. Oh yeah. Mm. Light bodied. Um, it definitely carries over that sort of bready, slightly sweet caramel note to it, kind of malt taste. Um, Finishes nice and dry with a teeny bit of a kind of a spicy component to it. I wouldn't say, like super spicy or anything like that, but just like herbal spice, dryness, noble hop kind of thing going. Oh, excuse me, going on there. Mm. Almost like the maltiness as it comes together, almost like a brown bread, although maybe just a tad sweeter. Mm. It's been a long time since I've had a Vienna lager, like I said. God, I don't even remember what the last one was I had. I've probably had a few that could be categorized as Vienna lagers in the last few years, but to have one that outright says it is one, I don't think I have in quite a while. I know it hasn't been as long as Das Equis Amber or whatever from back in the day, but it has been a while. I don't know, look who we have in the chat here. We have Miss Hardy. How you doing? Mm, this is good. This is good. Just nice to see a style I haven't had in quite a while. You're welcome. Brings back a little bit of nostalgia when like a Vienna lager was like super exotic to me, like years and years ago. Like, oh, Das Equis, Amber. Whoa, whoa, man. And it was like one of my favorite beers when I could get it too. But yeah, I'm gonna pick this up again. This is really good. Nice, simple, easy drinking. Has a little bit more flavor than your standard German Euro style lager, which is kind of the point with it. The Wiener Lager, or the Wiener Lager, depending on what you want to say, with that log driving man there. Although, oh, I didn't even notice this. He's driving a hot dog. He's on a hot dog. So they're really going in on the joke here. But yeah, this is cool. Style wise, I'll throw an 8 at it. That seems pretty fair. It's pretty damn good. There's no faults to it. It's not super exciting. Not that the style is supposed to be. I'm just leaving room for like that point when I have that world-beating Vienna Lager down the road. I'm sure it'll happen. You know, when I visit Germany, right? And my own personal preference, I'm gonna throw an 8 at it as well. I'm definitely picking this up again. I like it. It does the trick. Good stuff. Especially in these months that are getting chillier. Finally. Finally, October is starting to feel like fucking October. So this is a perfect transition from those Pilsners and whatever fruity bullshit New England IPAs you've been drinking. You goddamn millennials. You Zoomers. Drink a Gen X drink, motherfucker. Or actually, this is probably a boomer drink, really, when you think about it, because this style has been dead, pretty much. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in a few minutes, and we're gonna do the other 9 Locks beer. It is it's a pumpkin beer, so we'll be back with that. 10 minutes, maybe. See you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.